What's going on? I sound like Welcome back to the channel. We're out on an adventure again. Brought the Freedom Willies this time. It's first adventure, so stick around. It should be a pretty good one. Take a second to ask you guys to go to the channel and subscribe. It'd be cool if you joined us on all our adventures. All right, good morning. This is the one spot in the lake where the causeway goes across, the water actually transfers from one side to the other. So right now, the south side of the lake is more full than the north side, and the water from the south side is actually transferring over. If you look at this from like Google Earth, the color of the lake's different because the algae on the north side of the lake turns the water like a pink color. Pretty wild. Water dripping through multiple different spots up there, and when it's hitting on the ground, signs of life. It's all green and mossy. A little bit of fresh water that's not salty out here. Everything seems to be trying to use it. People have been camping in here. There's campfire wood and fire stuff. Looks like we got a little bit of seepage through the rock. At one point in time, some of it's been falling off the roof. I don't know if this is man-made or if it's natural, but it's still pretty cool. Pretty big in here too. Hate that I can always hear myself breathing on this thing. It's annoying. I'm eating a peach, so I really sound like frickin' Tony Soprano.
Hey Tony,
I don't.
you like creme anglaise?
Hey, you bless it, I'll eat it.
Old Coors cap over here. It says banquet on it. Another one right there. All over on this rock. It's pretty cool. Millions of years old. Another one there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. There's a rock with some in it.
Flight 019er, 2 miles northeast, turn left at 90, maintain at 4,800 to establish an approach.
from what I can tell on the interwebs, is called Lakeside Caves. Got the Willies parked up inside the cave. Willies, I don't know. That one's still up in the air. Some people say Willis, some people say Willies. I've said Willies my whole life, so I'll probably keep saying Willies, but there she is, all parked up in the cave. We did some drone flying this morning. You see some more caves over there. I'll get a different shot with the other camera. But we're out here on the west side of the Great Salt Lake. You can see the salt flats out there going towards Wendover. It's pretty cool. Caves all over the place out here. That one right there is what they call gunsight, and it's just straight over from where the cave was at. You come mostly west, a little bit south. Look at that gunsight rock. That is some strange looking water. We made it out to the Great Salt Lake pump houses. These were put in sometime in the mid to late 80s. Back in 83, I was a year old, so I don't really remember it, but we had like 6 or 7 snow years in a row. The lake level came up so high it was starting to cause grief in Salt Lake and Weber, Davis, and Salt Lake counties. And so they came out here on the west side of the lake and constructed these pump houses to pump water from the lake out onto the other side of the hill here where there's just a big salt flat. Try and dry it up to keep the lake from coming up. Well, I think they turned them on for like a year or two, and then nature did the rest, and the lakes actually come back down to where this last year it was at its lowest it's ever been. So a lot of tax money was spent to put that in, and they ran it for like 2-3 years tops. It's been sitting out here. I think they still maintain it as far as I know, so if they ever do need it again, they can come out here and get it ready and fire them up and start pumping water. But it's pretty much they used it for a couple of years and haven't used it since. Like I said earlier, this is on the north side of that causeway, the railroad causeway coming over, and you can see that water is like rust orange, and it's just from the salinity and the type of algae, I believe. I'll have to double check that on Google, but just because it can't flow back and forth all in but one spot, it's a totally different color than the other part of the lake. We'll stop going back over the causeway and see if I can take a video of the actual water on the other side, how different color it is. Decided to drive around this side and take a look. And it definitely shows that that water, completely different color. It's actually clear over here. You can see to the bottom of it. I'm not sure how far that canal runs, but they dredged it and it goes out there a ways. Pretty wild. I don't know if I can zoom in close enough to get that, but there's a bunch of little something swimming around, probably brine shrimp. Yeah, you can kind of see it on the camera. Pretty sure that's brine shrimp swimming around down in there. About the only thing that can live in that water. It's too salty for pretty much everything else.
Black widows I've heard about out here.
Crazy aggressive. I can see the other side of one there. See how fast these spiders are? They're all over this thing. Oh, those are gnarly looking. So there's the south side of the causeway. Come back over here, and you can see the water spilling in from the south side is pretty blue, fairly clear, and then you get out there on the north side and it's like bright pink. See on the screen, but that's pretty dang pink. I'll show you how much more pink that is over here on the side of the causeway. I remember I'll have to look it up and see why exactly that water turns that color, but it's wild. Just blues can be over there. Pink red over there. Didn't get all that foam over there. It's kind of wild. Almost looks like snow or salt. It's just foam. Boats, man. Like old tugboats. Check them out. An old engine. Pretty corroded, man. At one point it was an engine, now it's just a block of rust. Look at this engine. It's pretty wild. Had to have been tugboats. Rubber on them to push stuff. Big runner up the front of it. Goes clear down in the water. Climb up there and check it out closer, but scary looking spiders are all over the place, man. To their webs, probably pissing them off. So it had some cool graffiti on it. take a second to ask you guys to go to the channel and subscribe. It'd be cool if you joined us on all our adventures.